We all want to use Rat Colony, right? Well, I think I've come up with something special here. It's definitely not going to be a great deck, but I think you'll like the idea. Once again, comments and feedback are much appreciated, and make sure to share with your friends so that they can have as much fun as we do. So where do we start? Well, how about 18 copies of Rat Colony? Oh yeah, baby. Nothing but rats from here to next week. They all get +1/+0 for each other Rat Colony we have. So these will be big. But they're all only ever going to be 1 toughness, right? Well, it doesn't matter, because there are 4 copies of Echoing Return in the deck. For 1 mana, we can potentially get up to 18 rats from the graveyard to our hand, and then cast them again. It's a heck of a lot of fun. And how about when these guys are out on the battlefield? How do we take even more advantage of the name of this creature? Well, how about 4 copies of Echoing Courage? This one gives all our rats +2/+2 till end of turn, and since every creature in the deck is named Rat Colony, we'll always be able to have double Anthem effects for 2 mana. But Manfred, even if they attack, they still don't have trample, so what's the point? Well, my friend, that's where Waxing Moon comes in. For another 2 mana, we'll skip the first sentence of this and give all our rats trample. I looked, it's the cheapest way to give all our rats trample without costing an arm and a leg, seriously. And this also does say up to 1 werewolf, so we're good on the rules end too, so there are 3 of these. Another way to annoy our opponent is going to be 2 copies of Vitalize. It just untaps all our rats at instant speed, so we don't need to fear. In order to find more of these rats or lands as needed, there are 4 copies of Winding Way, of course. If we want the lands, with the lands and dump the rats, but Echoing Return can take care of that, so it's kind of a win-win in a way, and we need lands and rats, so not much else. Single-minded deck here. Lead the Stampede is similar, but lets us look at the top 5 of our library and get up to 5 rats, come on. It also helps us get through the deck faster, so there are 4 of these. Finally, there are 2 copies of Cast Down to keep our opponents from getting too crazy with their own creatures. Oh, hold up, there's also 1 copy of Blinding Fog, which prevents all damage dealt to our creatures from something like End of the Festivities. It also grants Hexproof as an added bonus. For the lands, I've got 7 swamps and 5 forests. It's pretty close to even on color, but it's overall more black. 4 Jungle Hollows for some life gain, and 2 Bajuka Bogs because black deck. For our sideboard, there are 2 more copies of Blinding Fog, just in case, 2 more Cast Downs for creature-heavy opponents, 4 Diabolic Edicts for the Hexproof heavy creature decks and just being fun, 4 Gaia's Gifts because I don't want to see any of my rats die so fast, 2 Suffocating Fumes for our own mass takedown of things, and 1 copy of Unexpected Fangs because I think it's funny and having a large rat with lifelink could really be great for us. Alright, I feel like there are so many mistakes in this deck, but hey, we're having fun. Let me know which mistakes I made, and make sure you check out that Patreon page for the benefits there. Thank you to those who are already signed up. It really means the world to me. Make sure you like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you don't miss your weekly dose of magic.